Hey, two things for this week's micro lecture. The first is the issue of creating a crisp problem for your research. This comes from, I think, TCR this week, the chapter that you're reading, and I hope that this will be really clear to you what you need to do, and that is, get a crisp, clear, pointed problem that will push your research. Try to avoid things like, I'd like to explore this. Exploration is awesome, and you will be exploring. Don't worry, you will. The issue is that that's not going to direct you. It's not going to push you where you need to go. So consult TCR. That reading is critical, and try and create a really pointed, directed, clear path of research, and that'll be your research essay assignment this week. Your assignment for, there's no extra reading this week. I just wanted to address really quickly. It's called, an exercise for young theologians. It's by a German theologian. You're not going to be tested on this. I will never know if you've read it or not. I put it there, though, because it's a pretty quick read, and it's not technical. It's not anything. What it really is it's reminding theologians, academics, what they're doing. You may or may not know this, but academics tend to have a real special problem with pride. Once you get into graduate school and you read a few books and you learn a few things, and suddenly you feel like you're the smartest guy or lady in the room, and that becomes really important. Who's the smartest? Who's the best? Who knows the most? These are the kinds of things these are the sorts of sins, really, that plague academia. Now, we're Christians, and we're doing theology, so we really need to be fighting against that. And an exercise for young theologians is it's a senior scholar, a guy who's been around, who's seen it all, who's taught this student and that student, and who just wants to shake new learners by the shoulders and say, don't forget what you're doing. This is not about you, it's about the church. And it's a valuable exercise, and I hope that you'll take advantage of it. If you don't, the summary is right here. It's one of the things that will happen in grad school, and I think this happens to almost everybody at some point or another. Once you've really begun to do critical biblical scholarship, you start to see behind the text. You see how things have been developed over the years. You start to see the way that theology has developed, and you start to see where your own beliefs are challenged, where your church's beliefs are challenged by the tradition and by the text, and you start to think, I know I did, start to get angry when you hear things where you're like, that's bad preaching. I know that it should be like this because I've taken a class. Those are all natural things, and they will happen to you as you go through your graduate school experience. Let me just say that there's a time and a place for criticism. The academy is good at criticism, and it's important. We need to be critical about what we're doing. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, when you're before the Lord, He's not going to be like, all right, who's the smartest one in the room? Oh, it was you. All right, you win. Good job. That's not I don't think that's. I think that the Lord who said the last shall be first, the first shall be last, has bigger fish to fry than who figured church out best. So if you can, and I've already seen it. I mean, you guys have just demonstrated great charity and a great excitement about studies and whatnot. And let me just encourage you to continue that and to remember that this is a great privilege. What we have in the ability to learn in the West is unparalleled in human history. We have access to programs and books and stuff at our fingertips that still in some parts of the world, it's just mind-boggling to them what we can do. So remember that these privileges and these gifts, they're gifts from God, and they're meant for you to build up His church, not to tear it down. So, read that book if you can. If you want to, I noticed that Andrew started up something in a social forum. If you want to, you know, talk about this book and the challenge of grad work and the challenge of pride and stuff like that, feel free. If not, that's okay too. Just thought I'd drop that on you. All right, see you.